my name is Evan Fenton, and I live full-time in my 2017 Dodge Ram ProMaster Pursuit of Happiness, also known as PO. So first I was going to show you guys a little bit of my power setup. I have everything through Renogy as well as a battery isolator. So while I'm driving the van, I actually have a heads-up display that will show me the current voltage of my house battery in the back. There's also a piece on here that will let me measure the amperage going through to the battery. So when I flick the on-off switch, it actually connects the battery isolator, which while driving the car, the alternator will start charging the battery. And I can kind of gauge where my battery is at by how much amperage is going through to the battery during that time. So I'll take you to the back and show you the rest of the fuse panel. So I live mostly full-time in Kansas City. So how I designed this van was to be an urban stealth camper. So what I built here is a partition. What that does is help me block off the front when I'm in a road, so when anybody looks in, it just looks like a work truck, or as much as I can. This is also completely insulated too, so it helps as a thermal barrier between the front and the back to keep it a little bit more cool and hot in the winter. And this as well, this door will close. Please edit over the sound. That will close, and once I'm back here, completely stealth. So that also allowed me to hide all my wires behind this wall here. So I built a picture frame, and all the important stuff that you need to know is parked behind here. So I have all my fuses, solar charge controller, along with Renogy's awesome. You get a free Bluetooth module with your purchase. You just gotta click a box. So I can check my stats anytime, my day, week, month tracker, my solar. Then also my 12-volt fuse panels here. Everything else is stored behind the wall, is the battery and the inverter. But all the important stuff's up here, and you can nicely tuck it away, check your voltage when you need to, and everything tucks right away. So up top, like I said, I have everything through Renogy as far as the solar and the batteries. I have 200 watts up top and then a 200 amp hour AGM battery. Pretty small for most standards, but run everything off 12 volts, hardly kick on the inverter, so it works for what I need. So next I'll go over a little bit of my kitchen setup. First, right as you enter, I have a Dometic 12-volt fridge in here. This is a 40 quart, and for what I do, this is the perfect size. You can store a couple days worth of food, still be good. Works great for me. I have no issues with the solar arrangement. Next, I have a Suburban Cooktop, which is a 2-burner, and I got the cover for this, which unfortunately cover was more than the actual cooktop, but I think it's completely worth it. It more than doubles my counter space when you close that. Everything's tucked away, it looks nice. So. You can also access the fridge from the front here, and that's also where my 1-pound tank gets hooked up. So I just have a refillable 1-pound tank from Menards, and I have a 20-pound tank I store in the back, so when I need to, I just refill that up. But that 1-pound tank on this will last a couple weeks, no problem. I have, you know, the Van Life Essential banana hammock, gotta have it. Also, stainless steel sink, retractable faucet here, helps a lot with dishes. Underneath, for water storage, I just have 2 5-gallon tanks. One pulls up and then it drains right underneath. Really efficient. In here I have a composting toilet as well as a shower. This is also where I store my extra cushions for the bed, which I'll show you. I work a professional corporate job, so I needed some place to hang my slacks and t-shirts. And then since I do a lot of urban stealth camping, it was nice to have a toilet where you can just walk back in the middle of the night. You don't have to worry about finding a place to go. Now we're in my bedroom, and how I have it set up now is an entertaining or daytime mode. This is with both the sections out in the middle, which creates 2 bench seats. What I've done here is I've created a 1-inch overlay on each side. So there's one each on each side of this. And I have wood inserts that sit in here, which I created 2 separate sections, so you can be pretty versatile with how you want to arrange it. Whether U-sectional, or we found actually putting 2 of the section down and only doing 1 cushion, you can have a table there as well. So it's pretty versatile how you can arrange it. And this, laying all the way out, I'm 6 foot tall and I can weigh completely diagonal, flat. That was one of the reasons I chose the ProMaster, because of the height, and it works out great for me. Also in the van, this is one of the first things I installed, but it's my guest bed now. I have a few hammock hooks hanging strategically in the van. So an Enos double nest, most people have it. Hangs directly from here all the way to the other end of the van. and that's typically my guest bed. Now everybody needs a little bit of entertainment when you're on the road for those rainy nights. So what I actually did was found a 12-volt projector. I found these off Amazon. There's all kinds of brands, and just took a little magnet to it. And when I set this up, it actually creates about a 43-inch TV on the other side of the van. So throughout the cabin, I did LED lighting. In particular, I like bright white light right around the 6K range. So in the rear here, I put 2 pods, and I incorporated a lot of different sensors, like motion sensors and dimmers within my build. These were all kind of pieced together through different pieces. Here is the motion sensor for the back. You see the 2 pods turn on, and then for this side I hid the dimmer up top here, so this will increase the brightness or turn it down. And when you turn this on and off with your hand, it actually remembers the last setting you're at, which is really handy. Also in the back, I do have a Wave 3 catalytic heater. This is where my 20-pound tank is stored, so it'll run off the tank here. Like I said, I can use that tank to refill my 1-pound tank, so that's all the propane I need. And that during the winter, I'll change it out every few weeks or so, but other than that, it'll pretty much get me all summer. Under the kitchen, I also have a strip of LED lights too. These are also motion activated. I'm not sure how well the camera will pick this up, but these also dim just by holding your hand here. So they'll dim down, take your hand away, you put your hand back up again, and they'll increase the brightness. Again, these will remember what brightness you're at last time you did it. So it's really efficient. Works really well, especially with doing the urban stealth camping. It's nice to be able to dim those way down at night so you can't see outside. So ventilation is obviously important in a van, and since I plan to do stealth camping, I was going to be cooking indoors with propane. So you have to make sure you ventilate all the air out. What I decided to do, so I make sure I had cross ventilation, was put a large window in the slider and then one also over the bedroom. For the cooktop, I have a 6-inch exhaust fan here. It's simple, just push button, push up, opens up, good to go. In the back, I decided to use a Max Air fan. I really like these just for the versatility. Comes with a built-in rain cover. This one also has the remote control, so I can set a temperature and it'll try to keep it there. Obviously, you're not going to get colder and it's going to be outside, so it does the best. But 10 speeds in and out works really well for me, especially having a window right over the bedroom. I can get a nice breeze going right over me in the hot summer days. Also, when it's really warm, I have a 12-volt fan here. It pulls very low power, a couple different speeds, and it's omnidirectional, so I can move that around. I have a couple different posts that I can suction cup this to, as well as straight to the window. So again, it's really versatile. You can move it around and put it where you need to.
Hey guys, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching this video. I had a blast doing this video. Thank you to Evan for letting me film your van. Your van conversion is awesome. I think this is a really cool story because he isn't just some young hippie dude traveling the world trying to escape reality. He's an engineer, he has a great job, and he's just doing it for practical reasons, to save money and to go on little adventures. I really think that's a cool story, and his Instagram will be in the description below. As well as my buddy BDF Foods. His Instagram will also be in the description below. He worked out a deal so I could get this shirt cheaper. Follow him below in the description below as well if you're down there already. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye.